Welcome to another quick little edition of Drive and Talk. Alright, so today we're gonna head across the bridge here, the Montreal Bridge, and we're gonna uncover one of the worst kept non-secret secrets of the area: tax-free cigarettes. Now, the reason you can get tax-free cigarettes so easily is because they're sold on the native reserve. Now, unless you're from the region, you're probably wondering, what is the native reserve? Well, it's an area of autonomous governance where Aboriginal folks reside. Now, because it's autonomous governance, they're able to set, some different laws. The federal tax collection system doesn't apply, and they also have, a certain level of governance and law enforcement. They have their own police force. It's called the Peacekeepers. If you notice here on the bridge, they have some of the Mohawk flags here. Little known fact is, I think it's the Mohawks. They're really good at steelworks. They get them to build the skyscrapers because they're fearless of heights. So I guess it's a local thing to climb the bridge, put up the flags, But anyway, so now we're coming off the Montreal, and where we're coming off the Montreal, we're going to be right in the heart of the reserve, and we're gonna take a quick drive around, and we're gonna see just how easy it is to buy cigarettes. Very nice day today. Sorry about that extra noise. I have some tools and a floor jack in the back of my car, so it might make some rattles as it moves around a little. Alright, so we are now officially on the reserve, and what we are passing here are our first series of cigarette vendors. We got Red Feather cigarettes, Totem Pole cigarettes, Shisha. Now, the thing that's not too great though about all these smoke shacks is that they often all have the same selection. So it's difficult to go into one and expect to find completely different selection and stuff. However, some do have a more premium selection available. Like they'll have the same basic discount cigarettes and stuff, but they'll also have some sodas and some other things to sell, and it's all tax-free, right? So it makes for a nice little visit. You could find some interesting things here. They do have other stores on the reserve that don't sell cigarettes. Like they have this souvenir shop over here called the Wolf's Den. So I mean, you could still enjoy a tax-free shopping experience on the reserve without coming here and having to buy cigarettes. And as you can see, the stops are also bilingual, with the second language being, I believe, one of the native languages. But anyway, yeah, $3. Got myself a pack of cigarettes. I don't really smoke, so I'm gonna give these to my brother. Save him some money, get a cheap pack of cigarettes. But yeah, just like that, anybody really can just drive up, and you could buy as many as they'll sell you. Now the legality of it is you're probably wondering, but isn't this illegal or legal? Well, it's a gray area. All right. Yes, it's legal. Like it's legal here in the reserve. These people, these stores, these folks, they're not breaking any laws. Yeah, on the reserve, they're 100% allowed to do this. They're selling native-made products on the native reserve there. Now, are these products allowed to be sold outside of the reserve? No. Are people from outside the reserve technically allowed to purchase and own them? Not really. But it's a question of enforcement, right? What are they going to do? Are they going to set up checkpoints? Are they going to set up a border for the reserve? Are they going to start searching every car coming in and out of it, to see if he's got a pack of cigarettes or, a Gatorade he didn't pay tax on in the car? These are things that that get considered. Now, does that mean that if you come here with a van and you fill it up with as many, untaxed cigarettes as you can, and you go sell them somewhere, you'll get away with it? No, because they do have watches. They do check what vehicles come in and out of the reserve, and if they see that you're a tobacco smuggler, they'll come after you. And then they'll impound the vehicle. So I mean, and if you're looking, to come here and do some kind of a crime racket, where you buy tax-free stuff and you peddle them elsewhere, it might not work out so well for you. But if you're just a regular guy that's he's trying to save a bit of money, or girl, regular girl too, not trying to be misogynist or whatever, but and you're just trying to save a bit of money, you can come out here, you can buy a carton, it's only going to cost about, 10, 20 bucks. You're not paying any taxes, you're not paying a premium price for it. Yeah, cigarettes here aren't all that great, but it's better than nothing. It's a lot better than nothing. Alright, and there's just one quick place I want to show you before we go off the reserve. I think it's here. No, it's the next one. Yeah, this right here, JoJo's Firework and Pawn Shop. It's a great little store. They sell all kinds of and manners of fireworks that you could possibly find here. Unfortunately, I am pressed for time, so I don't have time to go in there today, but we will come back here another time. I will do a video, and we'll do a review on some of the fireworks they have here. But yeah, it's a great place. You can get everything there from firecrackers to Roman candles to the cakes there with full of Starburst shells to and they even have the real fireworks, like the ones you see at the shows and stuff. But they're really expensive, so it's like something like $400 for a box of 15. But those, and also you have to already own your own launcher and stuff. So not so sure I'd buy that. Not so sure it'd be good for me. But there's someone out there that's gonna get a really good deal out of this. Alright, as you can see, maintenance is ongoing on this bridge, the Mercier Bridge. They're doing everything they can to keep it from falling. Just like the Champlain, just like the Turcotte, just like, I don't know, Dorval Circle, just about every bridge in the province that wasn't built in the last 10 years has a bunch of plywood and scaffolds on the side of it as they try to keep it from falling. Now the good thing about the reserve is that after you're done doing your business on the reserve, it is relatively easy to leave. So you don't end up, getting caught in, a gridlock or some net of roads that zigzag everywhere with no direction. It's a very straightforward way back to the highway. And I mean, the Mercier Bridge connects to the reserve, and Highway 20, the Trans-Canada Highway, connects to the Mercier Bridge. So it's very, very accessible for just about anyone that has a car and lives within 100 kilometers. ramp to get on the Mercier. Like a lot of Montreal's infrastructure, this was designed in an era when the idea of cars, riding in from the skies was just too romantic to pass up. And there's Montreal in front of us. In case you're wondering, or for anyone who doesn't know, we're crossing the St. Lawrence right now. That's what the body of water is. This bridge is actually two separate spans. This side is owned by the federal government, and that side is the other side is owned by the provincial government. So that makes for a bit of complications whenever they want to do work. The speed limit on the bridge is 70, but I'm doing 80, and I feel like I'm obstructing people. So. Now it's 70, doing about 93, and there's still people behind me that I'm kind of obstructing, I guess, but I don't really have time to move over and let them through before I have to get on my side of the highway. So. If someone's not happy with 29 kilometers or whatever above the limit, and there's nothing you can do to help that person. Okay, some kind of construction's coming up. That's new. I mean, no, it's the idea of construction in Montreal is not new. It's just new as in I haven't seen it before. And we're merged. Driving in Montreal is not always a pleasant experience. It's 7:21 p.m. right now. It shouldn't even be that much traffic, but well, I guess there is. Oh, it's too slow for that guy. Well, anyway, I mean, this rest of the highway is one I've done a few times, so that pretty much does conclude our video about going to and from the native reserve, what we might find there, and the question of its legality. I hope you liked the video. If you did, like and subscribe, and if you didn't, let me know in the comments. Thank you.